Hello everyone, and welcome back to the UglyCode live stream. And I'm just trying to fix there we go, the window capture. Okay, so that music's actually a little bit too loud. Here, let me change, or maybe it's my headphones. Let me just turn those down. There we go. That's better. Okay. So for today, we're going to keep things short. I just want to make a few minor corrections to the TreeLight because after I printed it, I tested it, and I found that the problem with these candles is that cylindrical hole in the middle actually narrows as narrows towards the bottom. So the tree fits in. Sorry, the echo is really throwing me off. Weird hearing yourself on headphones. Also, let me reposition this mic. There we go. Okay, now I think because the noise suppression keeps kicking in, and so the echo is even worse because it's a choppy echo. Anyway, okay, so what was I saying? So yeah, the insert of the Christmas tree, actually, it does fit in, but it only fits about halfway down. And so I could narrow that, or what I could do is probably what I should have just done in the first place and widen it so that it fits over the candle. So let's start with that. Also, I should probably label my objects and bring this one back so we can see what we're doing. Okay, so this one here, that's the cylinder. So let's just widen that. And let's add on a wall thickness here because it's going to be outside of the candle. So we'll add the wall thickness on there and take it off of here. Okay, and well, let's see how it looks first. I think I need to change the height as well, but we'll do this first for demonstration purposes. Okay, there we go. So we now see our green cylinder on the outside. All right, now we increase the height. And we'll change the cones in a bit. We want to leave this one centered, but also we now want to remove that Z offset from the candle because now that they're the same height, so we actually want that to fit inside. There we go. So why am I getting the infinitesimal lines there? Let's see. I did add a tolerance there, so it should be... Here, one sec. Let's move it off to the side just to take a look at it. Okay, so yes, it is a hollow cylinder, one wall thick. I'm not sure why it's doing... Like, okay, so I guess what I'm trying to say is I could understand seeing that this overlap pattern on the wall of the cylinder, but I'm not sure why it's doing it across the whole thing like that. That's weird. Anyway, doesn't matter, because the part that we care about is this cylinder here, and that it's got that shape, and that shape matches the candle. And then we will adjust the cones next. And actually, are they the same size? Yeah, I think the only reason we can't see the top of the candle is because it's hidden inside of there. Okay, so here, let's move up the cones next. Let's just move them way up. There we go. Yeah, we can see the candle inside there. And now let's take the offset off of our cylinder. There we go. So it fits around the candle. And let's comment the candle out for now. There we go. So that's the shape that we want to see. And then we'll change these cones next so that they line up. Okay, so that looks like it's resized correctly. Now, here, let's move these other cones out of the way as well. So we'll bring these ones up by 10, and then we'll take the 10 off of the one that we want to position. Okay, and that's not quite lining. Oh, right. Because we changed where the wall was, because it needs to be on the outside of the candle, not the inside of the candle. And yes, we still want the tolerance on the difference cylinder, because the tolerance is meant to maintain the slope while overextending the negative cone, I guess is the best way to say that. So I think that should be good. There, that looks like it lines up. Yep. Okay. Okay, so there, that should widen it, and then we just got to change this one to the correct height and remove the 10. There, now it lines up. The other thing, so I'll probably save this for tomorrow, but I've got some ideas for how I want to improve the way that this is generated, because I wanted to take the total radius and then divide it up into however many tiers of branches I wanted it to generate, and then I can just evenly divide it so that it adds on some fixed amount of 45 degrees out, and then like a calculated amount of, what was the angle of this one? Oh, it's 45 still. Yeah, we could change the angles too. So yeah, part of the goal is to eventually get this so that it's programmatically generated. But for now, I just want to expand this out so that it fits over the candle, so that I can test it and see if it even lets enough light through, because that was the other thing that I couldn't quite tell because I couldn't get it all the way into the candle. So we'll turn this into more of a sleeve that fits over the candle and see how well it actually diffracts the light. And because I guess kind of where I'm going with this is that if it doesn't work very well, I might need to find a more translucent filament for this, or stronger tea lights, or I don't know, use tea lights that don't have, like, this is a really tall candle. The only reason I'm using these ones is because this is what they had cheap at the store at the time, over the holiday season. But I've also got a pack of shorter ones that I want to try. But this is what I opened first, and so this is what I'm designing for. And we'll see how this performs. Okay, so we've got our first 2 cones. Yeah, and then we just need to change the next 2, and then that should be good enough to print for now. Okay, yeah, that lines up. I think the base radius does still need the wall, though. Just trying to decide if I should just close this off or if I should add another tier. Yeah, let's add another tier. Okay, so let's back this off to 10, I think. Yeah. Oh, no, that didn't. Wait, yes. Oh, no, we want it to go in 20 if we can. I mean, at that point, we might as well just extend it a tiny bit. I don't feel like there's much point in adding in a little... It might look cool. Let's try it. So, oh, no, that needs to go up to 80. There we go. Okay, now let's just add 2 more. Okay, and this one... Oh, actually, let's just add these one at a time. Okay, and the diameter that I'm trying to match is... Yeah, it is that one, but I need this to also be... There we go. And... Oh, no, that's not quite high enough up yet. I feel like that's not the height, that's the intersection that's cutting it off. Okay, so let's just fix that. Oh. Oh, and we don't need the wall added on this one. There we go. Oh, I forgot to overshoot that one. One sec. Wait, no, this one needs to be plus T and minus T. There we go. Just had to take the offset off, which I had put on there because it was the top, so it needed to have a slightly different shape, but we don't need that here anymore. Okay, and it all looks like it lines up. Yeah, okay. And my slope is good. Okay. So now let's just close this off. Okay, yeah, that actually doesn't look as cool as I thought it would, but whatever. Okay. So we need this to be a little bit shorter, and we need it to close all the way. I could leave that pointy. Oh, is it hollow? I should check that. No, that's too thick. Okay, so let's correct that. Okay, so at this point, the height needs to be the same as the radius, and the radius is this. So let's make that the height of both of them. There we go. And wall off of that one. There, let's line this up, and it's still too thick. There we go. I think that, yeah. Oh, it's got that infinitesimal line though. Oh, wait, no, I do want the plus W on the height. Or at least a plus T. Yeah, let's do that. Plus T. And we only need to add tolerance on here. And I think we also want to subtract. I think half a tolerance. There we go. Yeah, that looks like it lines up. Okay, let's just try changing the offset now. Normally I would try to do this with actual, like, some kind of variable or calculation, but in this case, I haven't really bothered to parameterize most of this very well, so I'm just changing the values just to get them to line up, because I know that all I will have to do is make a few small adjustments to get it to line up. There we go. Okay, so looking at the walls here, yeah, those look like they're perfectly 45 degrees. Does this look weird? I think it's just the narrowness at the top. Yeah, it'll look better when we actually like change the angles and stuff and change the size of the tiers. For now, I just want, as I said, I just wanted to fit over the candle and test and see how well the light passes through it. And I guess in this case also test how well it prints with a little third tier on the top. But yeah, we'll change that later. Okay. So now we gotta take the cube off. There we go, and the candle's not there, and yeah, that looks good. I can see all the way through. All right, let us render. So while that's going, I'm just going to check the printer. One sec. Yep, the print bed is clear. Now, the other possibility that I probably should have considered is that it would have been good to add a tolerance around the outer width. So this cylindrical, the base cylinder probably should have had an extra tolerance around it, but we'll see how well it fits on the candle. Almost done. So the other thing that I'll do later as part of refactoring this is consolidate all of these shapes into one. I can either use, what is it, Union or... yeah, I think Union is the one that I'm thinking of, because that groups them all together as one cohesive object, and then any subsequent operations that you put on them, or that any subsequent operations that you apply will apply to the whole structure. Just check here. Yeah, there's union, difference, and intersection. So intersection is the one that allows you to say only show the part that overlaps with this. Difference is the part that says take everything after the first shape out of the first shape, and union just groups them all together. That last, oh, I was gonna say 1%, but it's not really even percentages. That last little, like, one whatever this is always takes a little while. So yeah, what I was saying about that is that if I restructured this or refactored it so that these shapes are all unioned together, then I only have to have one color for all of them. It also simplifies the translations usually, although probably what I'll do later is have like a for loop that actually generates these according to where they are, or yeah, generates them programmatically according to where they are on the tree, and then translates them accordingly to the total height of the tree at that point. But for this version, I want to keep the changes fairly simple. Oh, yeah, that's part of the other thing. I mean, so part of the reason that it's really slow is because I've cranked up the facet number, but usually I do that for the render anyway because I want to make it nice and smooth for the printer. So, yeah, not really any way around that if you want to smooth out the polygons. All right. Okay, exported. Now let's switch over to the slicer. Just drag and drop the file on there. Okay, so that looks pretty tall, but again, remember this is all going to be just one wall thick. And one of the things I was thinking of later on, I mean, right now I just designed this base to fit completely around the candle, but really I'd have to, once I've figured out, once I've calculated all the different heights and radii and everything that I'm going to need to generate this programmatically, I could probably shift this down a little bit so the candle actually sits inside the first tier of the tree, just to the first intersection point there. And again, as I said, I also have smaller candles, so that'll really help when the base only really needs to be like, I don't know, it looked like they're probably about 1.5 centimeters tall. So, but let's try it with this one first. Okay, so in 0% infill. Oh, and the other thing we wanted to do, just remembering from the start of the print the other day, we want to go into the print settings and turn the bottom solid layers to 0, because we're printing this in spiral mode and we want it to start the spiral right away. And yeah, I think the rest of that looks good. So let's start the slice. There we go. Export. Okay. Upload the file. There we go. Okay, now let's go over to the printer. There we go. Okay, so that's going to heat up. And think that's probably a good place to end this, because there's not really anything interesting going on. The camera's not even really aligned with the print bed, so it's not going to show anything. It's just going to heat up and it's going to print. And then when it's done, I'll test it and see how it fits on the candle, and we'll go from there. So, have a good night, everyone.